Team with the best record in the WNBA. Tonight it's the bench, and so they will start Monica Cole. And coming off of a bad loss on Saturday in Las Vegas, game, he's happy that this squad can kind of erase the taste out of their mouth from that 48-point blowout loss to Las Vegas. This is Alyssa Thomas inside, off the window for two to get the scoring started.
Bonner in the screener type action, hitting Alyssa Thomas on the move. 2 points for the Mercury.
Miles inside, got the layup off the beautiful feed. Miles has been special this season. She has the defensive assignment on Okoa Makani. This is Brochan stripped, and Coffey comes out of there with the steal. Courtney Williams much more comfortable playing the two this year. Nice feed, McBride off another dime from Natasha Howard.
Great post-entry action between Courtney Williams, Kayla McBride with the slip to the rim.
Noemi Brochan outside. Okoa Makani lines up the three. That's good.
Leading the league so far, this rock from three.
This is Miles weaving her way in the lane. Elbow J won't drop. Couldn't stop her momentum. Here's Miles leading the break for the Lynx. Lays it up and in. She is a blur with the rock.
Sometimes those driving lanes open up late.
The that one's off the mark. Wearing Olivia Miles t-shirt. Remarkable. Leading candidate for Rookie of the Year, and she's an MVP candidate as well as Kalia Copper knocks in the mid-range jumper.
Knocking down the mid-range pull-up.
She's been special in the past few weeks. 7-6, Phoenix on top. Williams over to Coffey, inside to Howard, has to beat the clock. McBride, quick trigger, goal!
Trusting the pass, even late in the shot clock. OG Kayla McBride knocking down three.
Howard, open court steal. 1-on-2. Howard can't lay it in, but she'll go to the line for two.
Best to ever do it. I mean, Kayla McBride just season in, season out.
Game in her last three outings and shooting 50 on top. Okoa Makani getting downhill, tossed over to Thomas. Thomas with the finish in the paint.
Good screen setting, good activity offensively from both teams.
Miles outside to Williams. Williams left the three short. Point range. Bonner steps inside, leaves it for Thomas. That push shot bounces out. Back tap into the hands of McBride. Lynx trying to add to this 2-point advantage. Miles thought about the three. Will drive on Bonner. Create some space. Can't flip. And here's Thomas leading the W in assists this season. And nice feed to Okoa Makani. Bonner can't hit to Las Vegas. I can't imagine you in your career had many losses like that. But when you have a
they played harder than you, and you have the
inability to make shots affected their defense. There's Howard getting free inside. Natasha Howard in all third time in her career. Thomas tossed outside. Copper for three.
So difficult to get 2 feet into the paint and make plays the way she just did.
First assist of the game for Thomas. McBride off the mark. Bonner the rebound.
Copper's banged up back here in the backcourt. I think she took a screen maybe into the rib cage area.
And Kalia Copper needs a moment. Loss to Las Vegas. They are very happy to see Sammy Whitcomb back in the lineup. Her first game of the season as Thomas gets 2 more inside.
From drawing 2 players because of her shooting ability, able to hit Thomas on the roll.
Howard with the left, won't go. Bonner strong. This is Williams. Pull up J Money. Averaging just under 16 points per contest.
Stand in front of the basketball, guarding their yard. Forces a tough shot at the end of the clock.
Bonner, good from deep. Again, third and final meeting of the regular season between these two teams. McBride, short of the regular season. Wickham, no.
See the intentionality around Phoenix playing fast, though. Good push-ahead advance passes.
How about McBride? Bucket and the foul.
When you can shoot that ball the way Taylor watch out for Copper defensively in particular, trying to avoid contact to that ribcage area. We'll see if the Lynx involve her in more.
I'm checking to see if she's okay. This is Lexi Held, defended by Miles. This is Copper. Oh, she's right back in a groove. I think the ribs are all right. Here's Miles. This is McBride leaving it for Howard. Toss out. Caldwell. Back to Howard. It's a good matchup here. Shot clock winding down. Miles. Deep three. Money.
Great knockdown by Olivia Miles.
This is Held. High pass over to Wickham. Put it up anyway, and it's good. Welcome back. Good defense by Caldwell. Held trying to turn the corner. Double clutch is foul.
She got lucky. I think Caldwell was the player.
Line. She began this season with Toronto and then picked up later in the season by the Mercury. Happy to be back in Phoenix, also in 5 for 6 from downtown. Oh, Miles the cross. Fires the three. Switch.
That's what they call a snap. I mean, the league has to watch out now, but you got to really watch out when she starts making those plays.
Here's Copper pulling it away inside. Bucket and the foul. Copper now 4 for 4 and has an
opportunity for Cop.
Deciding to dish out some punishment of her own. And Suarez over to Copper. Copper, 3 more. Good. 5.
Seeing that rim as big as the Great Lakes.
Outside 3. Coffee with the answer.
The basketball doesn't stick long.
Good ball movement. And no continuation here. Foul on the floor.
Young human being, and she deserves all the success that she's received.
How about Suarez getting to the cup? 7. Largest lead of the game for the Mercury. Williams, nice feed. Throws the defense as she rose for what looked like a midi.
To her shooting motion, responding. Suarez was still up, dropped it off to Howard.
How about Coffee with the thievery? Williams to Miles to McBride. Timeout Phoenix.
Clear play there. Taylor McBride with the challenge.
Olivia Miles, court vision, finding the top strip. They'll reset. Bonner, long range, money.
Lynx over the years as well. Some of the buildings that you visit regularly over the course of your career, you feel very comfortable hooping in.
Held, stops, pops, and rattles out.
One thing we have to watch out for, Michael, is as we talked about.
Miles. Can't stop her. She's up to 12.
Her teammates really run the wings wide and flatten that defense out. So it opens up those drives.
7 shooting for Olivia Miles. Miles with the shot clock winding down. Pull up 3, short. Rebound Courtney Williams. Outside McBride. Plus the foul. Koa Makani, hard drive, dumps it off to Thomas, and a foul is called, and Olivia Miles immediately twirling her finger. I don't know that Cheryl Reeve wants to be On with the lay off the inbound. That's a nice pocket pass, and Natasha Howard is fouled. There have been to a lot of WNBA arenas. I don't know this.
Should we whisper?
All-Stars wrapped Wednesday on USA Network. Golden State and Indiana. Thursday. Akoa Makani good for three. And that hustle on the offensive glass paid off. Mercury back up by 3. Miles, hard drive, flips it up and off. Fouled by Thomas. It's going to be the first foul on Alyssa Thomas. Third team foul on.
More guards are running pick and roll and ball screen. During the pregame, Olivia talked about how the game.
By Thomas. Thomas to Bonner. This is Brochant. Blocked by Coffey. What a swat. Coffey the other way. Coffey! Ayayi is fouled from behind.
Near Coffey.
Exerting a lot of energy. Will be available. Again, it's so remarkable that this Mercury. Howard had it stolen. Ayayi over to Copper, who just checked back in. Back to Ayayi, and that's an offensive foul. Copper running right through the chest of Nia Coffey.
Nia Coffey.
48 hours makes. The Mercury shot 27% in the first half on Saturday. Here's McBride off the turnover, lays it in easily. Minnesota back on. Miles, under 2 to go here in the second quarter. Skip pass, Williams, bottoms. It's a long 2. Copper threw it away. Miles. Toss over to Williams. 2 more.
Nate Tibbetts links out in transition there off the turnover.
Thomas got 3 for 2. We have 1 minute to go here in the second quarter. Phoenix and Bonner with the fadeaway. And they'll make an adjustment on the game clock. Dewana Bonner in double figures up with Nate Tibbetts during halftime. Caroline?
Well, Nate Tibbetts said today would show a lot about his team, so I asked him what he's seen so far. He said, we're competing at a high level. We responded for the first 20 minutes. Need that same consistency here in the second half. In terms of guarding Olivia Miles, he said, we can't just guard her with 2 players. Everyone has to be involved. And then what jumped out on the stat sheet is taking care of the basketball. He said that's frustrating.
Thank you, Caroline. Those were the first fast break points for Phoenix in this ball game. That layup from Akoa Makani. Here's Courtney Williams for 3, wide right. Rebound in traffic by Thomas. Going at McBride. Thomas for 2.
Good patience by AT. Using their crab dribble spin there, keeping McBride on her hip. Got to finish.
And Minnesota hard screen from Natasha Howard. Here is Copper. McBride reaching, and Copper finishing.
Too good of an offensive player to not force her to use energy on that end. So she's a good defender, but they're forcing her to defend tonight throughout this game.
Now, no team wants to get blown out in the W, but you were saying earlier, impressive.
Really impressive, and it is not easy when your season is not going according to plan. And that's what the Mercury are doing so far tonight. Phoenix
just 8-16 on the season. 12th best record in the W. This is Thomas. And Howard and Miles not on the same page. And the turnovers adding up for Minnesota now.
Can't rely on shooting 60 or 70% from the field on offense. You have to get stops on the defensive end.
And Lynx, 12th turnover of the ball game for Phoenix. Minnesota themselves have turned it over 3 times already in the first 2 minutes and change. Make it 4 times already in this third quarter. Copper coast to coast, couldn't put it in. Miles down the lane, two. Thomas to Bonner to Brochan. No good.
Bonner, one of the greatest scorers in the history of this league, giving it up for an open shot to her teammate.
Howard. Turn, short hook is money.
She did such a...
Bride will bring it up. Now in the hands of Miles. 14 points, 5 assists. Miles with the left. Count it and put her on the line. About Olivia Miles before the game, and she was just speaking glowingly about Olivia Miles and her curiosity. This is Copper. Step through and the finish. Miles. And now a skip pass to McBride. Good on a tray.
Weak side, when Kayla McBride is in space, she will make you pay.
Minnesota by 1. Akoa Makani flicks the wrist and connects. Akoa Makani going to drive this time. The push shot is long, but she's fouled. Courtney Williams called for the foul. That's going to be her second. Start of the season while fulfilling her overseas commitments. And what happened on the defensive end? 62-58. They've led for most of the ball game. Miles, 3-ball, short, and Brochan. Akoa Makani to slow things down on an island with Miles. Thomas inside to Bonner, then Bonner is fouled from behind by Maya Caldwell. That's going to be the second team foul on the Wolves. 4:41 to go in this third quarter. We've got a tight one here in Minneapolis. Lead has been 9 tonight. Nice feed inside out of the timeout. Bonner got 2. And the only players in WNBA history to record 4,000 points, 2,000 boards, and now 2,000 assists. That is
that
42.
Exactly. 18.
Off the miss, pushing it ahead for the Mercury. And Copper is knocked down by Dallaire.
Been a winner. Maybe not a ton of championships that we can point to, but
and planted awkwardly on that left leg off the spin. And hopefully she is all right. Yes. And she's all right. 2 free throws for Alyssa Thomas. Again, 2,000 boards, 2,000 assists. 6-time All-Star, was still searching for that elusive. Here's Miles now. Williams looking to go to work. Williams in the lane. Williams can't put it in, but she'll draw the foul. Phoenix trying to determine whether or not they want to challenge.
I like
They can hear us in the 200 level when they go to the free throw line. This is Lexi Held. Copper navigating traffic. Copper tried to dump it off in a tight space to Thomas. Thomas off the glass for 2. She has 13.
Control of it in traffic. Even if she doesn't initially catch it clean, her hands are so strong. She gets there quick, still able to finish.
Nice cross, McBride. Bullseye.
Right to left cross.
If Minnesota get a stop, Phoenix has scored on 6 straight possessions. Steal! McBride all alone to the rack.
Good rotation. So Thomas tried to get that ball out. Another Mercury turnover.
Held with a double clutch inside for 2. Under 2 now here in the third. Bonner knew it was off on the release. Lynx have won 2 in a row. Mercury trying to snap a 3-game losing skid. Howard can't hit inside. Wickham, first game back from injury. Nice touch on the pass. And Howard or Williams called for that foul.
So this Williams in activity. Caleb McBride involved in screen-to-screener actions as well.
McBride, the hezzy, can't hit the layup, but McBride goes down hard. And she will shoot 2 free throws. Make it 20. Nate Tibbetts highlighting what a difference that they make. Phoenix trying to get back in the win column. Williams around a coffee screen. Hamsova over to Williams. Williams outside. McBride long. And Bonner comes 2 for 1 if they so choose. Wickham, good. With the 3-second difference between shot and game clock now. Wickham with her.
The ability to catch and shoot off the move. The ability to space the floor more for Alyssa Thomas drives.
Hamsova to the cup. Soda. Shot clock off. Bonner free inside. Minnesota's defense fell asleep. Here's Hamsova with the half-court heave. And it's no good. 3 quarters down. Minnesota as they trail the Mercury by 6 as we start the 4th. Wickham over to Thomas off the window for 2.
It's great action by Andy Wickham. Can do more than catch and shoot. Good pass to Thomas there for 2.
McBride. Matched up with Suarez. Sees a double. Extra pass. Coffee. Short. Hamsova with the offensive board and is knocked down. First team foul in the quarter on the Mercury.
Was very vocal with a lot of words of encouragement for her teammates. You clearly see the impact that she has on this team.
Thank you, Caroline. Shot clock winding down. Hamsova, no good. And rebound scooped up. Fresh 14 from Minnesota. Williams over to Miles. Miles sizing up, held. Miles, 10. Thomas outside. Wickham over to Ayayi. The pull-up won't go. Williams clears. Hamsova down the lane. Hamsova!
Strike you as a team that wants to play fast, but they really do attack you surprisingly in transition very often.
Inside Ayayi, size advantage over Williams, who fouled.
Referee in the slot, high on the wing.
Just nothing went right against Las Vegas, and so had a day off. Time. Oh, another snatch back. Miles making it rain. Thomas battling Howard, sees a double. Bonner can't hit. Out of bounds.
Double drag screen for Olivia Miles. A little chase action.
Lynx on. And if that's against Miles, that is her 5th. She's just given the Lynx. And the bounce pass to Howard, who couldn't put it in. Thomas quickly the other way. Copper cut off by McBride. Now she'll attack Howard, and Howard picks up the foul. That's 4 team fouls on Minnesota. That's the 3rd on Howard. They're going to be in the penalty. Copper for 3. Off the heel. Long rebound to Bonner. Bonner inside. Thomas for 2. McBride over to Hamsova. Hamsova on the drive. Just like that. Hamsova the only bench points for the Lynx tonight. What a reverse. Kalia Cup. McBride fouled on the drive. There you go.
Protective eyewear like Big Game did, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar did, Olivia Miles making it cool, man, making it cool.
McBride. What a battle here in Minneapolis. Copper around the Thomas screen, rises and connects.
So tough action to cover. Copper and Thomas in pick and roll. Her spot knocks it down.
This is Hamsova with the cross in the lane. Outside, Coffee on the move. Outside to Hamsova. Splits the defense. Can't get it to drop, but she'll go to the line.
Free throws here.
Has the only bench points for Minnesota in this. Teams have met each other in the playoffs more than any other 2 franchises in WNBA history. Thomas going at Williams. Outside Ayayi. Okoye Makani. No good.
Just a little off target for Makani. Right read by Ayayi, but pass was a little low. Forced to miss in some ways.
Spoken like a true point guard. You know where your shooters want the rock. Hamsova in the lane, won't go. Tapped O'Mani will bring it up for the Mercury. Under 4. Copper. And we have a foul call. And the Lynx and the penalty. It'll be free throws for Phoenix.
Swasher.
WNBA app.
The Mercury, we're going to come back to Sammy Whitcomb in terms of if she's on a minutes restriction or not. Really important to have her on the floor.
McBride fouled beyond the arc. And one of the best free throw shooters in the... McBride shoots. No game. 6 points, 5 assists for the rookie. And McBride ranks 9-8 with Miles on the bench. Copper can't turn the corner. She's fouled by Williams, and so Copper will go to the line to try to tie this one up. Exerted a lot of energy this season. It's one of the reasons they have the best record in the W to this point. Got off to a fast start. As Copper
getting her strong to her right hand, difficult to stop.
Behind the back, McBride. Yes! 9. Copper can't answer. Outside, Bonner. That won't drop. And Miles is fouled by Okoye Makani. And now the Mercury in the penalty. This match is the large 28 for the game. Nice feed, Bonner. Back outside. This is Wickham. Drains the trifecta.
To Alyssa Thomas, but that was just good ball movement and player movement and patience.
This is Miles down the lane for two more. A 30-piece. Thomas. And a foul going against Courtney Williams. Again, the Lynx and the penalty. How about both Alyssa Thomas and DeWanna Bonner with a double-double tonight. Bonner 15 points, 10 with 25 points. Make it 26. Miles. Three ball. Well off the mark. Good defense by Akoa Makani ahead of the pack. And she ties up the game at 96. Thomas. McBride. And if this is an offensive foul on Miles, knocked down Wickham, but it was because Miles was pushed from behind. And he pushed Miles in the back, leading to that. At 32.
Part of why you see sometimes those challenges until late.
Again, Phoenix without a challenge the rest of the way. And a battle there along the sideline. Thomas. Shot clock to 5. Wickham on the move. Toss out. Extra pass. Bonner beats the clock and drains it.
Under 2 minutes reviewing it to make sure she got it off in time. Good patience. I thought maybe.
Here is Miles. Over to McBride. McBride penetrating. Put it up from the elbow. No. Williams out to Miles. Won't take the three. Skip pass. McBride. Three ball.
So Nate Titter's using his timeout just to
handoff. Long to Akoa Makani hits. Reset timeout, Minnesota. These two teams, Phoenix needing a stop. Miles penetrating, dump off, special delivery from the spectacle. A steal. Oh, just a...
Deserves a lot of credit for making the play on the ball.
This is Copper. Fires the three. Won't go. McBride the board. Phoenix won't foul. And the Lynx come back. They sweep the regular season series with the Mercury and come away with a 104-100 victory. Olivia Miles and Kayla McBride combining for 7.